What's up, and welcome to this newish, old but new again edition of the Clown Podcast. I'm gonna call it the Clown Minute, where I just pretty much just rant on anything, whether it be NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, maybe even hockey, whatever, definitely soccer, for a few minutes at a time. At any rate, please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. Even if you do not like anything I have to say, just comment anyway. I'll holler back. In the event, you'll be glad you did, and I'll be glad you did. Check out my website, www.theclowntimes.net. That's clown spelled with K. You find a link in the description beneath this video. You find it there as well. All right. So we had the two conference championships over the weekend. I had the NFC championship and the AFC championship. Let's start with the NFC championship, the Niners and the Eagles. You know what? This game started promising, except when the injury bug hit the 49ers at the most important position. Again, quarterback. Brock Purdy got hurt early on, hurt his elbow. Josh Johnson had to go. He of like 15 teams he's been on. Not hating, saying he's been on 15 teams. And he did, what the best that he could, which obviously wasn't good enough. But at any rate, he did his thing. Chris McCaffrey Goldberg carried the entire offense himself with 84 yards on 15 carries in a touchdown, where he pretty much took on most of the Eagles defense himself. Again, it kind of sucks that the 49ers has to sustain all those injuries of quarterback possession, because Josh Johnson got hurt and then Brock Purdy had to come back in, but he couldn't complete a pass to save his life because, he was hurt. And the Niners, they only had two quarterbacks stressed and ready to go that day. And it was hard to watch. Even though the score was 31-7, it wasn't like the Eagles threw a party on them. I mean, they ran the ball to death, but still, it wasn't anything special. I mean, they only had 269 total yards, and to San Francisco 164, they only ran the ball for and I say only because the Eagles are a prolific running team, but they only ran for 148 yards, passed for only 121. So they had to do a lot because San Fran couldn't do a lot themselves, right? But anyway, injuries are part of the game. It is what it is. Props to the Eagles of going back to the Super Bowl. Props to Jalen Hurts for getting his team to the Super Bowl. Not bad for a second round pick. Wouldn't expect it to play much behind once upon a time Carson Wentz. And not bad for Coach Sirianni. A lot of people question the move when the Eagles hired him, including yours truly. But hey, I was wrong. My bad on that. But Mike Shanahan. Not Mike Shanahan, but Kyle Shanahan. We'll get the Niners back. He's a damn good offensive mind. You saw, he was able to win with Brock Purdy, for crying out loud, before the magic ran out. So they'll be back. But, the Eagles, hey, it was an ugly game. But in the NFL, especially in the playoffs, it don't matter. It was ugly or pretty. Win is a win. The Eagles got that win. They're going back to the Super Bowl. So props to them. Before I continue, speaking of props, if you want to bet on the Super Bowl or anything else and you have in mind, just check out betus.com as possible. So right quick, list of sports bettors, your favorite sports book, betus.com is back for our 28th year of FinVilla action. With the industry's biggest sign bonus up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, UFC, and MLB. And if you're looking for live in-game betting, incredible odds for daily odds, boosters, props, and parlays, got him. And how about fast payouts for exceptional one-on-one customer service? We got that too. So log to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. You can use the promo code TKT for the Climb Times as well. BetUS.com where the game begins. All right, let's get to the second game, which was by far the better of the two games. And, it was actually the best game of the entire weekend, and that would be the Bengals and the Chiefs. So, it's a lot of things to take on from this game. First of all, despite the fact that this game was nip and tuck, the rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, and the fact that the Bengals were going for 4 wins in a row over Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, the talk was all about the officiating. And was officiating in this game spotty? Yes, it was. Okay. Yes, it was. There was a brutal what you call that, intentional grounding penalty on Joe Burrow when he was throwing the direction of Samaje P. Ryan earlier, as well as, there was a possible block in the back that was missed on that big punt return near the end of the game that Kansas City had to set up the winning field goal. And yeah, I mean, and probably there'll be some more stuff too, as well. I mean, it is what it is, right? But my retort, and this is a simple retort, is that it wasn't the full story of why Cincinnati lost. I mean, first of all, the officiating was not responsible for the Bengals gaining a grand total of 0 net yards. That's right, folks, 0 net yards in the first quarter, okay? The second thing is, the refs didn't cause Joe Burrow to throw 2 interceptions. And also, the refs did not force the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line to give up 5 sacks, okay? Had Joe Burrow battered and buried around all around Arrowhead. And last but not least, the referees were not responsible for Asai hitting Patrick Mahomes as it was going out of bounds when he scrambled on that 3rd and 4 play. That put him into field goal range that allowed Kansas City to kick the game-winning field goal in a walk-off fashion. So the refs didn't do any of that. That was just bad play. That was poor execution on the Bengals' part. And they will tell you that too. I mean, like Asai all but owned his mistake. Joe Burrow himself said that we have to play better as a team and individually. And, it is what it is. I mean, it happens to the best of us and the worst of us too. But, the Bengals, man, look, they're not going away anytime soon. They're young. They drafted well. I never thought I'd say that about any Mike Brown run team, but they've been drafted well the past 3 seasons. And as a result, you have a franchise quarterback who may go down as one of the best quarterbacks if he keeps on this trajectory. He has essentially not 1, but 2, but 3 number 1 receivers in T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd, who plays a slot, by the way. All right. And they have a stud running back in Joe Mixon and another good running back in Samaje P. Ryan. All they have to do is to get better on the offensive line. That's all they need. They're a decent offensive line play away from ruining the AFC. And I mean that. I sincerely mean that. Defensively, they're there. They can play better on the back end. I get it. Eli Apple, really, dog. But everywhere else, the Bengals are pretty much straight except for the offensive line. They get better play on the offensive line, they're gonna go into the stratosphere. They're already tapping on the side of stratosphere. They just need better offensive line play. So there you have it, folks. My breakdown of this past weekend's conference championship games. Congrats again to the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. San Fran, you'll be back. Cincinnati, you'll definitely be back. And please continue to check me out, because I'll be back on many other videos on this channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time, take care. Peace out.